wine is sunlight held together by water. The poetic wisdom of the Italian physicist, philosopher, and stargazer Galileo Galilei.
Well, Sam, this is where wine is made, the vineyard.
Being a romantic, an incurable romantic, I looked at the mountains, I looked at the Napa Valley, which we have a mile of that in our property. I looked at this beautiful old building, and I said, this is fantastic. And, you know, I'm just a romantic. I thought, probably going to lose my butt, but we're going to give it a go.
Bill Pullman, I'm playing you.
Oh, my
Isn't
God.
that wild?
You're even taller than I am, you dirty rat.
I played Jim Barrett. He started Chateau Montelena, and he's an attorney that then became a vintner.
It's the story of how Bo Barrett, played by Chris Pine, how he sort of comes into his own.
Maybe it's all my fault. Maybe I just gave you too much. Maybe it's all been too easy for you.
I don't think so. Really, I don't.
Jim feels that Bo doesn't have any ambition and isn't going anywhere, doesn't want to do anything with his life other than smoke pot and date girls and surf.
Snapshot in history where they take the real story of a bunch of hard-working dreamers and who wanted to make great handcrafted wine in California.
No one in the Valley wrecks more than 3 times. You do.
When we met Jim and Bo and started talking to them, we thought this relationship could really be sort of the basis of this underpinning of drama.
I think the interesting thing about Bo is that he is smart and he does have ambition. He does want to do something with his life.
Wine's in Paris.
I went to the airport and had each bottle hand carried.
I think that there is a lot of ways, you know, that people express love.
You gave him my wine?
No, I gave him our wine.
I told you not to.
You were being pig-headed.
Pack your bags. You're out of here, kid.
There's a reservation to Jim, a coldness to Jim that Bo's constantly trying to break.
I'm playing Stephen Spurrier, who's an English wine connoisseur and owner of a wine shop and a kind of wine academy in Paris.
And he has this notion that he'll sort of bring, you know, California wines to the French community.
Wine tasting, huh?
I don't think Tarry and the other judges need to see a label to tell the difference between a Mouton Rothschild and a California twist-top red.
I don't know. If the French lose, they might bring back the guillotine.
I've got a certain quality in the film of the alien has landed being an Englishman in the middle of, you know, this.
The Académie du Vin in Paris is going to give people instruction in California wine.
You're a snob.
Am I?
We had worked with Alan Rickman and Bill Pullman on our last movie, and we like to work with the same people over and over again in front of the camera and behind the camera, especially when you have the opportunity to work with geniuses in front of the camera and behind the camera.
I like it with Randy and Jody because they are collaborators. I love the way they kind of involve everybody in the process. They just have an energy and enthusiasm about the storytelling that is infectious, and people feel good about working on the movies.
I think it's time to bottle.
Well, my character's name is Gustavo Brambilla, and in 1976 he worked for the Barretts.
You think you can just buy your way into this? Take a few lessons, grow some grapes, make some good wine. You cannot do it that way.
All right.
You have to have it in your blood. You have to grow up with the soil underneath your nails.
Latinos who worked in the vineyards around that time were all, you know, immigrant farm hands, and he was college educated. He went to UC Davis and majored in viniculture, and was one of the only guys of his ethnicity who had a degree and was an artist.
to Gustavo Brambilla, renegade, who worships the sanctity of the vine.
And can't afford a full tank of gas.
I'm so intimidated by Freddie Rodriguez. I think he's so talented, it's ridiculous. I mean, and he couldn't be a nicer guy. Like, he's given me no reason to be intimidated by him, but I think he's so truthful when he works. I'm mesmerised by him when I do a scene. It's extraordinary.
Gustavo and Bo have kind of a dead-on laser sight on Sam.
She's not gonna sleep with you.
She gotta sleep eventually.
Yeah, in her own bed.
Man, this is the heaviest glass of wine I've ever had.
Don't be so melodramatic.
Hey, I'm serious, dude.
Taste it.
Did you sleep with her?
Oh, come on, Bo.
Admit it.
She liked my wine. A lot.
Listen up! All of my scenes are really fun, and they all take place in my bar. Hey, Bo.
Hey, Joe.
You didn't call. Having trouble with that big old dialing finger again? Joe comes in to play towards kind of the middle and end of the movie when there's a big drama, and she kind of is involved in turning things around, and I like to think saving the day.
These Californian wines are all so good.
What were you expecting? Thunderbird?
Thank goodness the producers of Bottle Shock had the, good grace to film in the Napa Valley and Sonoma region, because it is just exquisite up here. And what's so lovely about it is that the environment and these beautiful vineyards that we're shooting at have really become a character in the movie.
I think that this event in 1976, which was staged by this man, Steven Spurrier, changed the world's perception of California wine, but in a personal way, in a narrative way, it changed the life of Jim and Bo Barrett.
I think that the craft and the skill that we put into it and the love, I think it's a story that needs to be told.
Fun to see the little guy smash the big guy.
It became the touchstone for that moment in time when people started to discover California wines.
It was in Time magazine, and to this day it's an event that really did change the wine landscape forever.
Poor French people. They must have been shook by it. The two wines that win are kept from California?
En deuxième, avec 126.